Brown and K63.
So we have the install of the century because below it is all of my Fanimation stuff. But this was not from Fanimation. This was a fan I got off of eBay some months ago. I think some like warehouse or factory or whatever was replacing all of their fans, so a collector just put about 4 of them on eBay, I think, and this was one of them.
It's got the lovely fiberglass blades.
Where's the logo? Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it has fiberglass blades. It's the 4-blade variant with the 2-speed pull chain.
It goes high, off, low, off.
Yeah, and it has new bearings.
The original bearings were absolutely terrible.
That's what you get when it hangs in an industrial environment for 40 years or however long this is. I don't know if there's a way to date these.
It's a little scratched up, but actually it's not that bad. It's actually still quite nice.
The only thing it doesn't have is the top canopy because of things I will explain once I start it on low speed. So it does not have the top canopy because in order to mount the canopy on these fans, you'd have to have an electrical box with a J-hook coming out the center of it, or some sort of install like that. But since these are all on J-hooks, it doesn't really make sense to do that, and especially if it's in an industrial place, they're just like, whatever, we're not going to use the canopy because we can just put it on the hook and it'll work just fine.
Or what you could do is you could just screw the canopy directly into the stud as well.
I guess so, but if I was installing it, I'd probably be like, that's way too much work for basically nothing.
So this fan makes a little bit of a noise when it runs because half of the bushing that goes in between the switch housing is broken, so it literally only has half of a bushing right now.
That kind of sucks. If anybody knows where or what a suitable replacement is for that, then please let me know, because it'd be nice to have this in fully working, smooth condition.
But it still runs nice though. I want to go to high speed.
And yeah, this is a certified hog cranker fan, as collectors already know.
It's quite powerful.
Yeah, it's interesting that it was like pretty much only advertised as moving heat down from industrial environments, but it's much better at just blowing cool air, in my opinion.
Still running the original capacitor too.
Oh yeah, it has the that oil-filled capacitor that still works.
Hasn't failed yet.
I'm pretty sure the only reason why most of these fail is because that capacitor just gives out, but you can just put a new one in, and those capacitors only cost like a few dollars. So if you got one,
They're really cheap on Amazon.
then all you gotta do is replace it.
There's off.
It'd be nice to have one of these and put it on a wall control so you can get a 3rd speed or even a 4th out of it.
Or you could just put it on a solid state too.
Yeah, but it might make noise when you do that. You got options. One of the blades is also warped downwards. I don't know how well you're able to see that. It doesn't make the fan wobble that bad. I thought it'd be worse, especially considering that it's on a J-hook. Since it has new bearings, the spin down time is going to be good.
It also has new lead wires.
Oh yeah, because when I got this, it did have this giant rod on it that I assume was factory, but I think somebody just spliced lead wires onto the original ones, but those must have gotten misplaced before it went on eBay or something, because all it had were the original standard length wire.
Maybe had like 4 inches of wire, maybe, if that. That's about all for the Emerson c.1980 heat fan.